collab video that we got going. Today I'm doing an entire face look just with Colourpop Cosmetics, and this is a collab that I'm doing with my friend Bethany over at her YouTube channel, Bethany Summers. Make sure you check out her link down below that she's going to be doing this as well. And she is like me, we're both kind of obsessed with Colourpop. Although there's some products that I do not have, like types of products that I do not have, which you'll see as we go into this. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing is we have hit 1,000 subscribers on our channel. This is like 2 years in the making. We've had this goal, and so I'm really happy that we finally got there. Do not forget to continue to enter our holiday giveaway and to share that. That really helps us out to get even further in our numbers. And of course, the more large we become, the better off chance we have of getting bigger giveaways and things like that to you guys, and to give back. So make sure it comes full circle. So make sure you are entering in that as well. And that link will be down below, and that goes until December 31st. And lastly, we do want to promote the Middle-Aged Beauties giveaway. Then the next one is happening December 13th through the 26th. Now this particular video is going up on the 19th, I believe, so you will not see this until it's about halfway through. But anyway, this is who the next person giving away is TrueCat105. I'm going to put her channel down below. She is giving away the Buxom Freezes Over lip gloss set, a Berry M palette, and a sample bag that was a gift with purchase from Sephora. So she's got some really good things happening there. And of course, her giveaway goes till the 26th. And in order to be entered, you need to make sure that you are subscribed to everyone down below on their channel so that you can get with the goodies. They will check. They'll go into our Facebook group and be like, are these people subscribed to you? So if you're already subscribed, you're good to go. You just need to go over to her video and comment on her giveaway video to be entered. But just for everybody else, you have to go in and subscribe, like usual. Yeah. All right.
And hey, go ahead and take a watch of their videos, because they're fun people anyway.
They are fun people, and they have some really great content on there. I'm so busy and I don't get over there as much as I'd like, because I do have to watch a lot of the videos from the Geeks and Beauties community, but I try as much as I can to go over there and watch their videos, so make sure you do too, because they got some good stuff. Alright, so let's start with what I'm going to do with Colourpop. I have 5 shadows, a highlighter, a blush, 2 eyeliners, and a lipstick. Now, I do not have like a contour or bronzer because I haven't gotten anything from them yet, so I'm just gonna not do that. Everything else you're gonna see on my face is listed down below. It's all not Colourpop, so because obviously Colourpop doesn't make foundation and they don't make this mascara, so those things I'm gonna have to do, I did already, so you don't have to deal with it. While we're doing this though, we're gonna be talking about what?
Well, since it's pop color, we're going to be talking about pop culture.
Woo!
Specifically DC.
Before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm going to start with. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this color, this is called Glow. And I'm going to use this as a base. I'm just going to put it all over my lid, and I'm going to use my finger in order to do it. I feel like if you're going to put any of the Colourpop shadows on your lid, your finger is the best applicator for it. Then when I'm done with that, I'm going to put this color. It's called Waddles, and it's kind of this matte color, and I'm going to put that in the crease and kind of work it in. What I'm going to use to work it in is this brush right here. This is an e.l.f. contour brush, and it kind of has a really small domed brush shape to really work that in to my crease. That's where we're going to go first, and then we'll check in a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, so what have you been watching DC-wise?
Okay, so DC has been putting out a lot of different shows. You have Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow, and I just watched all of the content from those shows that are on Netflix, and that's a lot.
You can actually go onto the CW app and watch the current season too.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I've just been waiting on that because Arrow is fun, but it also kind of drained me.
Oh yeah?
Arrow is a very heavy, dark show. A lot about losing hope and how much darkness is within me and all that stuff. And for a little bit, it seemed like it was going to get lighter near the end, but then it decided to go dark again.
And that's just how many seasons did you watch of that one?
I watched 4 seasons.
Wow.
The first season, after rewatching it, I'm like, I can see why I like the show, but I can also see Ollie is basically a really big idiot. Every single time, like there's this one guy, Diggle, who I don't remember being part of the comic books. Diggle is kind of like his Jiminy Cricket, and he consistently just goes, yeah, Diggle, forget whatever you're saying, I'm going this way. And everything falls apart. But the shows know who is watching. So literally every single character that gets named in this show is somebody from the comics. There is no really original characters, but there's original takes on all the characters.
Okay, so can you tell me? So let me back it up. So he saw all of these. I started watching Supergirl. I could not get into it for some reason. I just wasn't really liking it too much. I have not tried Arrow. My husband says I need to try Flash because I'll really like it. But right now I'm watching DC's Legends of Tomorrow kind of sporadically. And what I mean by that is I don't binge watch it. I basically watch it when I have time because there's other stuff. But I will say the reason why I love Legends of Tomorrow is because I tend to like team shows, if that makes sense. A lot of the TV shows I watch is if it's like a family or a community or, you know, stuff like that. People like helping each other. I tend to gravitate towards that. And DC's Legends of Tomorrow is like that in that they are a team. So I also love the cast. So we've got Victor Garber, who I love Victor Garber. If you don't know who that is, you need to look him up and what he's done before. He's been in like First Wives Club. He's been in, I think he was in Titanic. He is a Broadway person too. So, I mean, he's just great. And so he's in there. You got Rory from Doctor Who is in there. You have the 2 brothers from Prison Break. They are playing a sidekick duo that are actually pretty cool. Actually. And then, of course, there's Brandon Routh, who was Superman at one point, who is an amazing Atom. And, I mean, this just cast, it just entertains me to no end that they're all in this together.
And they're well written. Like, I love how the show's characters are written. And that's one thing that the DC television shows have actually been doing very well. Both that and Flash have very good ensemble casts and great ensemble writing. Yeah. So much so that, like, in the first couple episodes of Flash, I almost felt like I was a part of their family. Right. And as it grew and it got stronger, you only felt better about it. The other thing that's really great about Flash, and the reason why you're going to love it, is the main actor who plays as the Flash, no matter where he goes in these shows, the fun and happy level goes up 3 notches. Oh, that's cool. If you ever get to the point in Supergirl where he shows up, good stuff. So the next one I'm going to use is a color called Melrose. It was in this like 80s compilation. It had like Koosh and 90210 and a bunch of different other colors. So Melrose is kind of just a much deeper color, and I'm going to work that into my crease as well. And if you were noticing, I was blending it a lot more because with Colourpop, they tend to get on your lids and then just stay there. And especially with hooded eyes, it's very necessary to blend because you won't have that chance later. So I'm going to do the same thing with Melrose. I'm just trying to build more complexity of color in my crease. And then I'm going to use that same contour brush. And then I'm going to go in with Doe a Deer, and this is it's a matte shadow. It is kind of a dark purpley blue. Okay? So I have not really used this too much other than like when I do my 5-minute makeup in the morning, I just kind of swipe it on my lid and like maybe put like a lighter crease color in there. But I have never used this the way I'm going to use it now. And that is that I'm going to take this tiny little tapered brush and I'm going to just put it right here in the crease. And then down here, kind of making a V, and then I'm going to work it down into my waterline just a little bit on both sides, just to kind of darken it up a little bit. But I'm kind of excited because I haven't used this color yet. So. It's kind of like a deep, dark indigo. No, not even indigo. It's not blue enough to be indigo. Yeah, I don't know. Here, let me kind of swatch it for you. I'll see if I can do it with my pinky. Okay, so it's more of a purple. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing you want to know about Colourpop shadows is if you do not
very firmly put the caps on, they will dry out. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say like, well, I don't really know how to use these. The formula is really weird. Like, yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but as long as you use synthetic brushes, that's probably the best to getting them to work correctly. And if you can get them to blend out, they're just beautiful.
Do you know why it takes a synthetic brush to work with them?
Probably because of the formula of the gel to powder that it has. I think I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what about it makes it easier, but I just know from experience that that's what it is.
Probably because the synthetic brushes don't quite hold on to it as hard as the
Oh,
brushes.
yeah. So if the regular ones will kind of soak up the color a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see, like, with this color, you can see, like, how it kind of gets this gradient from putting the two on top of each other.
Yeah.
All right, so what were we talking about?
Well, let's really break it down for the different people that are watching. They might not know what they're getting into. Arrow is a show that is kind of the replacement of Batman. Since there's been so many Batman shows,
That is true.
they created the Arrow as kind of an alternate. A lot of the things that normally you'd see happen to Batman is instead happening to the Green Arrow. And he's basically a Robin Hood in modern society.
Right.
He's got various friends in different areas. He is a rich millionaire for a tech company. So it's kind of the same thing. How the character plays this all off is very different, though. Resulting in a show that is very dark and brooding, which is fine for small bits. Flash is about one of the nerdiest CSIs you could ever imagine, who has a huge heart, living with this one detective who's an awesome guy, like stand-up guy, because the guy took him in after his mother was killed and father got framed for it.
Interesting.
And that plot point echoes throughout the entire series. It is like the founding thing about the entire universe for him. After he gets struck by lightning, after a particle accelerator explosion, he gains these powers of the Flash and doesn't lose any of his good heart. He's aided by a few other scientists that are also really good of heart and extra nerdy. So it's just a lot of fun, nerdy references, characters with fast wits, just bouncing back and forth with each other.
Right.
None of the characters are really what they seem. Ooh, we got a shaky there.
Yeah, sorry, I just kicked the camera.
Did you enjoy your earthquake? None of the characters are initially what they seem, and it's always kind of shifting some of the identities around, but that's just part of the fun of it. It's upbeat and happy all the time. Even when it's sad and dark, it's upbeat and happy.
Right.
Supergirl is in a separate universe from all of them because it was on a different channel, but they focus very much on hope.
Yeah, it was originally on CBS, and now this season they brought it over to CW.
Yeah.
Which kind of fits because now that when they brought it over, they did like crossover episodes with everybody else, which was really great.
Supergirl is not going to show you Superman at all. In the entire first season, you see his silhouette in the far distance once. That's all you get.
No, you see his arm and his back.
Oh, you do?
In the first episode, I do remember this because it was one of the only ones I watched, like, I don't remember, 3 episodes. But, yeah, when he brings her to her adoptive family, you see his back and his arm.
You also see texts from him occasionally.
Yeah.
As he's always like, are you okay? If you ever need help, you just call. I'll be there. And she's just like, I got this, but I'll call you if I need you.
All right, let me tell you what I got next. So I'm going to be using this brush right here. This is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, which I never use in the crease because it's too big for my creases. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of buff out the lines like right around here. And then I'm going to use this color, which is called I Heart This. And it is a metallic shadow, and you'll see why. Like, see how shimmery that is? And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush, this kind of like just a flat brush by Vasanti. I'm going to use that on my lid. I'm going to put a little bit up here under my brow bone, and then right here on my, what is that called? Tear duct thing. And then I'm going to do eyeliner. So I got this one, which I cannot remember what it's like called Got Cash or Got Paid. I can't remember what it is. It's kind of rubbed off. I use it so much, but it's a really pretty like gold color. And I'm going to use this in my waterline, and then I just have your basic black eyeliner. Usually I use liquid, but it is a Colourpop, so I can't really use a liquid. And I'm going to just use this as an upper eyeliner as well.
Okay.
Ah.
The great thing about Supergirl, in the comics, she's never really been treated with really good respect. Her outfits...
Why do you think that is?
They didn't know what to do with her. She had initially started off as Jimmy Olsen's fantasy of what if there was a female Superman that he could date or something like that. And then he like tried to set her up. Then they realized the character was popular, so they brought her into actual reality of the stories. But they didn't know what to do with her.
Okay, so speaking of not knowing what to do, this is not going on with a flat brush. It is so metallic-y that I'm going to have to use my finger to put it on. I find that with the metallic ones, you just have to kind of work it a little bit more. But you can see with the finger, it goes on a lot better than it did with the brush, for sure.
Okay.
So, and that kind of makes it a little bit easier for me to just pop it right in my tear duct there. And then a little bit up here, just to give it a little bit of shimmer. Right on there. See? A lot better. Okay, keep going.
They never really knew what to do with her. They wanted to use her to appeal to a young teenage girl crowd, and it didn't really take, because they were like, oh, well, she just has dating problems all the time. Because that's what girls like. They like to date.
Yeah,
Yeah, so much for feminism. This story, however, they do kind of delve into her love life a lot, but not more than you see in other hero shows. So she's treated with the same level of respect as all these other ones. And this show is also done because they didn't want to do Superman. Superman's been done a lot. Doing Supergirl allows for a different tone and a lot of other things.
That's true. They've done like Smallville, they did Lois and Clark. Like, why would you want to do another one? That makes sense.
Yeah, and I like her as a character. She's got that little bit of dorkiness. She's really sweet and kind-hearted as a character, and that leads the entire show to be a little bit more upbeat. So there is one episode late in the first season where Flash is jumping around from universe to universe, and he pops in there, and he's like, oh, I'm stuck here for a little while. And the entire show just is, I can't describe how much fun it was.
Yeah. Having
the two of them right next to each other. The show is very empowering to women, I feel, because there's so many strong female characters in there. It's not just Supergirl, but Cat Grant, who is a media mogul that has sacrificed things for her career and is treating Kara as like a mentee. She's teaching her how to be a mogul, and gives her respect, but then bashes her at other times just to try and keep on growing her.
Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this color here. This is Between the Sheets, and it is a blush color. It's actually really pretty, like, mauvey peach, and I'm just going to use that lightly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my finger, dab it, like, right here, and then I'm going to buff it out with this brush, which is an Expert Face brush from Real Techniques. And then on top of that, I'm going to put this highlighter, which is called Stole the Show. I know I've talked about this highlighter in the past, and you can tell I've made a dent on it, but it looks like this, and I'm going to use that as a highlighter, and then I'm going to go in right underneath my eyebrow as well, just to put a little bit more in there, because the other one was just glitter, and this one's going to add more shine. Then I'm going to use lips, and the lips I'm using Barracuda from the Out and About collection. This is the only one I haven't used yet, and it is going to be really dark, so I'm excited to use it. So we'll see how that one goes. And if I like it enough that I want to add a little shimmer, I might put a little bit pop of this, like just right in the middle here, on top of it to give it more of an ombre look. We'll see how it's
good.
Yep, okay.
As far as Legends of Tomorrow, the best way to describe it is Doctor Who meets Firefly.
It kind of is.
The main time traveler guy, Rip Hunter, seems to channel the 10th Doctor a lot.
Yeah, which
is not bad.
Makes sense because the whole Amy Rory thing.
Yeah, kind of does.
He was there. When
yeah, but no, the characters are the shining point. I don't always feel like the time travel aspects are well thought out, but it's well thought out for comic books. Let's put it that way. A lot of times, comic book temporal plot lines just kind of fudge a lot.
They just go, whatever.
It's time. Well, it's magic. I don't have to explain anything. So don't think you're going to find necessarily everything following logically. Mm-hmm. Follow the characters. That's where the fun is. That's where the heart and soul of this show is. And it's how they're all interrelating, how they're learning from each other, how they're growing, and the drama that ensues from that. As they're all trying to go and stop Vandal Savage, this guy who cannot be killed, who eventually will end up ruling the planet and killing a lot of awesome people. But there's more to it than that. A whole lot more. And you really don't start to see that until the last few episodes.
Oh, which I haven't even gotten to. I think I'm in like episode 8 or 9 of that one.
There was a twist I really did not see coming. A couple of them, actually. But they show it to you, which is the fun part.
Ah.
Like, they show it to you. There is clues as to what's going on, but I didn't see it coming.
And I haven't seen that part yet, you're saying?
You have seen the clues.
Oh, okay.
Like, they're right there in the first episode. So that the entire season was definitely plotted out before they started filming.
Ah, got it.
So this was not ramshackle like a lot of comic book plot lines are.
Okay. So this is the look for Barracuda. I have to say it's kind of like more of a dark rusty brick red, and since I don't wear a lot of reds, I feel like this is actually a really good alternative for me, because I don't wear very dark lips a lot. This is not bad. I'm not hating it.
And actually from a distance, your lipstick does go with the eye look very well.
Oh yeah.
So I really like how this works together. The lip color actually matches from a distance how the purple of the eye look blends with the red. Mm-hmm. So when you have those two together, it almost matches this. Mm-hmm. So from a distance, it really flows together well.
Yeah, I really do like this darker color. I think it's going to be great for, you know, the holidays even more. More than I thought. I didn't really think I was going to like it, but I do. I was going to put like a little bit of like shimmer to have it ombre, but too much glitter on my face. I just don't think it's gonna work. Let me know if you like this look. I mean, I love Colourpop, and I think they're very affordable for what you're getting. They last me forever, and I know people look at me like, you have so much Colourpop, and I'm like, yeah, because what happens, the way I do it, which is probably the best way, is when they have their value sets, you know, they're gonna have like a set of 4, especially if they give you a coupon code or they go on sale. That's the best time. Just grab up a pack of 4, or like this with my lips, they're usually, I think $6 to $8 for the liquid lipsticks. So I got a pack of 3 for $15, which is still cheaper than that. So, you know, you can always like swap with people or give them as gifts or whatever if you get those value packs, and they're still a really great deal. So, I mean, I really like them. I think that they're great. I still need to, like I said, I need to get like some kind of a contour. There's some other products on there that I haven't tried yet, but I want to in the future. So, yes. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that is our collab, and someone into the light. That is our collab with Bethany. Make sure you check her out, as well as the Middle-Aged Beauties group. Make sure you check them out as well, and enter our giveaways. And if you like, you know, get ready with me and tutorials like that we're doing on our channel, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, share. Come join us with Geeks and Beauties if you're a content creator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, and until next time.
Stay zany.
Bye-bye.